the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi Cancer, and welcome back to Pure Guidance. Let's go ahead and get started. I've already meditated on your energy as well as pre-shuffled these decks we'll be using. So we'll come back to the ones I'm taking away towards the end of the reading, so stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get started and look at what the messages are here for you for the month of October 2020 and the Libra season. So, what does the Libra season mean for you? Well, the Libra, the sign itself, is a cardinal sign, which is also a quality, a characteristic of your very sign as well, Cancer. Wow, the cards are really ready to come out. So as I was saying, being a cardinal sign and entering this beautiful energy of creation and beginnings and, building an enterprise, it really should be a very interesting month here for you. We have a lot of, planetary movement here as well. And there's this huge focus on your sister sign of Pisces, which actually came out here as well for you. So it should be a very interesting month here where you get to kind of go into the depths of reality of the situation and gain, momentum and clarity. So very interesting cards. I have to pause the shuffling so if we can just kind of interpret here what the messages are so far. Sorry. Seven of Swords, the High Priestess, the Moon, and the Tower. Very, very strong energy coming in, rushing in almost. And I feel like this is going to happen around that first full moon in the month of October. So October is, it's going to be very unique. We have two powerful full moons. The first one, Sun in Libra and Moon in Aries, is going to happen October 1st. And then we have another one during October 31st. Again, it's going to be on a beautiful, a Halloween night. Happy Halloween to all of you. But we're going to have the Sun in Scorpio and the full moon is going to be in Taurus. There's a significant message here for you that the full moon may be very revealing. Specifically, beginning of the month, so October 1st, these messages, they can happen for you as early as late September, or they can happen during the first week of October. There is something that will be revealed to you. You might feel like, the earth beneath your feet, is shattered. It might be a very eye-opening moment for you. There's a lot of depth and it's coming across as very powerful and forceful energy almost, where something is revealed to you. Someone may have lied, someone may have not, confessed openly the truth, and now they might do it during this time. Something is going to come out into the open. Something is going to be revealed, or perhaps it is going to be all up to you to decipher what is the reality of the situation. Perhaps that's why the High Priestess and the Moon card have come into the reading. There's an emphasis on focusing on your intuition. There's an emphasis focusing on your understanding, on your gut feeling as to what is happening, what this is about, and where things are going. Because someone might be a little bit deceitful, you can say. Perhaps it's not your intention, or perhaps it is. Okay? It's a general reading. It can go either way, of course. But the message here is very clear, very blunt. Listen to your instincts. As beautiful of a soul that you are, Cancer, you have to, sometimes, Cancerians are known to trust openly, to, wear their heart on their sleeves. They can be a little emotional at times, but right now is a time to hold on to your emotions. Right now is a time to believe in the reality of situation, no matter how much it can hurt, no matter how much it can feel like things are just out of place. If you are to believe that, you have to, listen to your higher self. It is what it is. And once you accept things for what they are, then only can you move forward towards, creating a situation, towards creating your reality the way you wish to see, the way you wish to shape it. The storms of life are meant to do what they're meant to do. There's all these fires, wildfires happening in the West Coast, and it's, it's heartbreaking. Of course, it's affecting so many people. I mean, the winds are carrying the smoke all the way up north towards Canada and, British Columbia. And so, like, things are happening that you've never seen before. They measured the climate to be, the air quality to be the worst in the world quite recently, a few days back in Vancouver, BC. And it's just so interesting. And all of this is being carried from a different place. But point being, nature is doing what it needs to do, right? Everything does happen for a reason, and allowing it to happen and processing it for whatever it is, and then seeing the beauty of the situation, it takes a special set of eyes to do that, of course. And right now, that's what it's going to take to navigate through whatever is going to come in the beginning of October here for you, Cancer. Okay, as I said, it's a lot of emotional depth here, a lot of... I said that it's forceful energy, and I say that because, interesting, I say that because of the Tower card. The Tower card indicates that this is something that's kind of out of your control. It's going to happen one way or another, and that's why I brought up the forest fires that are happening. They're going to happen regardless. They're happening regardless. It is a part of nature. And things, will then open up. That place will be set where new seeds will take form, new life will be created. So it's meant to do what it's doing, and something good will come out of it. So letting it happen, letting the storms of life happen. So let's look at the cards that have now come out. We have here the Knight of Swords and the Sun card. So no matter the storm, focus on the rainbow. Look at the aftermath. Look at the effects that will take place, and be grateful in the moment, although as difficult as it may be. Be grateful in where things are going. If it's hard in the moment for you to accept what is happening, right? Especially if it's that, challenging of a situation, looking past the present can be helpful during such a time. And the Sun card indicating that, of course, there is this divine protection, this energy that's surrounding you, that is reminding you, this card is basically reminding you that there is something good coming out of the present moment. Although it might not make sense right now, it will make sense eventually, okay? And that no matter what, knowing and understanding that you are being protected, that, your family is protected. It's a card of relationships as well. So it could be a focus on your family, your friends, your life as a whole. No matter what the battle, being focused on winning is going to be very, very important right now. Okay? And focusing on having a very clear vision. Look at his eyes. Look at the way he's moving forward. It's going to be very fast-paced. There might be some arguments that may come into play, but know that no matter what, you are being protected. So do not be afraid to have a conversation, which is also being indicated in the next few cards here. Do not be afraid to have an important discussion around a topic that is important to you. Okay? Don't be afraid to face the storm. It is happening for a reason, and something good will come out of it. And if it's a relationship, it is protected. Okay? And only something good will come out of what is being, dealt with, you can say. The Lover's card is an important card of communication. So communication is very, very important during this time period here for you, Cancer. And there's also this aspect of the Lover's card. It does represent the zodiac sign of Gemini. So some of you might have a Gemini at play here. It might be the case for you, might not. I'm getting this as a very important card for number one, communication. Communication is the key towards strengthening anything, right? Towards understanding, and communication can happen in different ways. It could be quite literally talking to the other person. For others, it could be receiving through telepathic messages, if that's you. For others, it could be through your emotions towards understanding of someone, by reading their body gestures, by reading, things that they're not saying, but you can still feel it, and therefore you can hear it, right? It's just paying attention to all the different details that are surrounding you. Okay, we also now have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles card fallen into place here for you, Cancer, which is interesting because it looks like the wheel is turning, and it's turning away from the storm. So the storm almost is going to take place, and it's going to open up a door to a lot more different things. For some of you, it might be in regards to a relationship, and as a result of the storm, as a result of the communication, there is greater understanding and greater depth within the relationship as well here. Now, the frantic time period for you that I'd like to point out is probably closer to October, I would say a little bit towards mid-October, October 18th. That's when Venus in Virgo is going to be opposing, Neptune in your sister sign of Pisces. And that card did come up earlier, so that might be an important time period there, which can cause a little bit of distraction from, where you want to go versus it's the facts not be playing in your favor, in the sense that there's only a part of it that's coming out, and you have to have the strength within you to be able to see past that. And that's what the Knight of Swords was indicating. So that will be an important time there for you. There's also an important, a powerful play. The fact that Wheel of Fortune has come into play here for you with the Queen of Pentacles, it's very focused on, I would say, around October 21st. It's a time period when Venus in Virgo will be trining with an earth sign, where the Pluto is going to be in Capricorn. So this is a powerful time. It's about focusing on exactly what it is you're wanting, and for the things you have, being grateful for what it is you have, and so then you can bring more of that into your life. If you're blessed with financial freedom, then this is a good time to focus in on that, to be grateful for that, so you can bring more and more of that in, like literally like wheel it in or rope it in, when you're fishing. So it's a little bit of that. It's understanding your power. I don't know if you heard that engine in the background, the revving up, and it is going to be forceful again. There's one forceful energy in the beginning of the month here for you, and then again middle of the month, where it's pushing you almost so that you can be in the driver's seat and you can take things exactly to where you want to be, whether it's a conversation, whether it is a circumstance, and you're trying to change it in a way so that it ends up favoring you overall. So that is going to be important. The other thing I want to point out about this October 21st feel that we have going on here is that there's going to be a lot of support. If you're needing anything to come together for you, if you are wanting, for example, your partner to be there, if this is about your twin flame, your soulmate, or a really, really good friend in your life, there is this opportunity for the two of you to come together, is what we're seeing here for you. Okay, so a pleasant time period is up ahead, regardless of what we saw, that it was a heavier energy in the beginning. It then lightens up, the sun, shines, the storm has passed, and things are starting to really group together here for you, Cancer. And towards the end, we also have October 31st, another full moon that I spoke of earlier. And this one, as mentioned, the sun will be in Scorpio, and the full moon is going to happen in the sign of Taurus. And understand that during this time, it's going to be opposing Uranus and Taurus. So that's what makes it interesting, slightly challenging. But the key here is that you're able to learn a lot during these full moons. Okay, no matter what information is coming across for you. Let's take a look at under the deck. Nine of Cups, a huge focus on desires towards wanting and having of things, and of dreams, wanting dreams to come true, really wanting perhaps a relationship to move forward. So that's interesting. This is favored more towards the end of the month. Do note, when it comes to relationships, we do have Venus in Virgo for almost throughout the month, and during that time, it's yes, there's a focus, but for you, it looks like it's a little bit towards the end of the month, and it's under the deck, meaning that there's this it's a very soft focus. It's not like direct, although for some of you it'd be very direct because that's exactly what this full moon, this tower energy is about, that tower moment. The death card indicating for some of you that when time comes, when this, if it's a relationship for you or an idea or a dream, whatever it is that you're kind of fighting for in a way, for many of you, it's a beautiful opening here. Something new is now sprouting. And we kind of talked about that earlier, like letting nature do what it's doing. New seeds will be planted, and you can be the one to plant them. Of course, this is your garden. It's your garden of life. And if you can plant the right seeds at the right time, which will be now, specifically, around new moons, that's a beautiful time to be planting a seed. Right? It's about, allowing your ideas to be grounded almost in a way. October 16th, we have a new moon in Libra. Perfect time to be planting those seeds and then seeing them take form, take birth, take reality. And that might take another 9 months for you. That kind of message is coming out for some of you here. But as a result of the overall energy in the month of October, what we're seeing here is an increase. It's a month of the reading is, there's a huge focus on the zodiac sign of Libra, and so Libra is a sign of balance and order and so on. And so with the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, the month, actually, as interesting as it's going to be, it's also going to be right amount of information for you to move forward, to make a balanced decision, and to move forward, to take a leap of faith towards where it is you want to be, where it is you want to go. And that's what we're seeing with the Fool card. So let's explore the depths a little bit more by, grabbing here a card from the universe. We're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle cards here and take a look. What is the energy for our beautiful cardinal sign of Cancer for the month of October 2020? A lot of cards here for you. Interesting. 3 cards. I think that's a record. Ooh, interesting. Especially the Ride the Wave for a water sign. And we are going to enter the water season towards the end of October. Interesting. So Compass, Ride the Wave, and Spirit of Place. Taking in the energy, notice how the numbers are decreasing. And I feel like there's this sense of, it's a lot of information, it's very hectic, there's just so much movement, so much happening, to it's easing out towards, the number 4 indicating more structure, more order, more knowledge. And that's what we saw here as well in the bottom. And so it's going to be a month of finding your true north, indicated by the Compass card, aligning with your higher self to understand where it is you actually want to go, what it is you're actually trying to accomplish. And in order to be aligned with your higher self, in order to be focused on your true north, the message here for you is to ride the wave, to ride the storm, whatever it's going to be. It's going to do what it's going to do. The best thing you can do is be a little bit more fluid with how you are interacting with the energies that will be surrounding you. You got this. You're a water sign. Of course you can ride the wave. And you can do it better than many. And that is why the card is here. It's a beautiful reminder. And at the end of it, focusing, your vision on what is about to happen, what's in the future, staying focused and staying true to your desires, to your wanting, and to the seeds that you are planting, and remaining faithful towards that. Being in the Spirit of Place will then allow it to come to life. And that's the beauty of this card here. Look at the illustration. And how everything is just so well integrated within each other, and how everything is just so connected. Understanding that, accepting that, allows this month to be revealing and to unfold something all the more beautiful that's meant for you. And that is coming in. Okay? So beautiful right there. I love it. I hope this reading has helped bring some sort of clarity here for you. Let's go ahead and use the Magical Times Empowerment cards to seek out affirmations for the month of October. Of course, if you would like customized affirmations, I also offer that service as well. Just email me at pureguidancetarot@gmail.com for pricing and information. It's very cheap. It's less than $12. So, you know, it just depends on the length of the audio that you're hoping to request and what the topic is. It's customized, meaning whatever you want. I will literally, like, I write. I've done, like, I've inserted some, like, free stuff in the past. I don't know which month that was, but if you'd like a free, you know, audio, you just want to see how it sounds, a sample, I can send you that as well. And then if you want to make a purchase of 21 minutes, which is normally what I recommend, you can do that as well. That one costs a little bit more than $11 or $12, like I mentioned. But it is worth it. I've heard really, really good things about it. So, you know, for my clients. So, prosperity here. Prosperity. So each of these cards come with affirmations. So let's just go ahead and read them out. Let's see what it says on the bottom as well. It says, focus on the positive and more good will come. Did I not say that when those cards came out? The Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I think that's when I said it. Okay. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply, and prosperity begins in the mind. Didn't we like kind of say all these things during the reading? Gosh, I love it when the cards talk. Okay. Prosperity. Today I will focus on the good and happy moments in my life, for this is true wealth. I am a powerful person who believes in prosperity and happiness and health. I will stay positive and prosper beyond my wildest dreams. I give praise and thanks for unknown blessings on their way. Unknown blessings on their way. Keep that in mind. Keep the fact that this will, you know, it will prosper beyond your wildest dreams. And this month is going to feel like that, especially with that beautiful, you know, the full moon and tower energy that we're seeing here. This month will be beyond your wildest dreams. There's just so much happening. There's so much shake up and wake up that's going on in your reading here, Cancer. It's going to be such an interesting month here for you. So with this, thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the very best. If you'd like more information or energy or clarification on any of the messages that came across, you can always get a private reading with me. I do not do Skype readings. It's simply a video recording that I send to you after you make the purchase. If you'd like more details, check out my website at iampureguidance.com, or of course you can email me as well for clarification. I usually reply within 24 hours, so I try to be good with that. Alright, Cancer, thank you so much and take care.
Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance.